private sector growth. Ladies and gentlemen, even as we celebrate our MSMEs today, we must confront a painful reality. And I want to express my deepest regret for the loss of lives, looting and wanton destruction, and loss of valuable property belonging to our traders who were deliberately targeted by criminal elements during the protests this week. Besides the regrettable loss of lives, the biggest victims of this chaos were our hard-working traders and entrepreneurs who wake up early every day to find some of their businesses and hustles reduced to ashes, and others with broken doors and empty walls or empty stalls. Let me say this: the right to peaceful protest is protected by our Constitution. We respect and uphold that right. But what we witnessed was not peaceful protest. It was calculated chaos. It was violence. It was destruction. And it was economic sabotage. Let's call it what it is. That is what it was. Shops were looted. Businesses, some built over decades, were burnt to the ground. Market stalls destroyed. Warehouses ransacked. Investments worth billions of shillings wiped out in hours. The livelihoods of hard-working Kenyans have been shattered by deliberate acts of lawlessness. It is anarchy dressed in freedom colors. This is disorder disguised as democracy. Is this the Kenya we really want? I dare ask. Do we want to build, or do we want to destroy? Do we uphold the law only to exploit its protection, to sow chaos and cripple our economy? Is this what freedom really means? Is it freedom to ban what others have built? Those elements doing this are not fighting for freedom. They are attacking freedom. I expect the Inspector General of Police and all relevant security agencies to conduct immediate, thorough, and speedy investigations. The perpetrators of this violence, looting, and destruction must be identified and prosecuted for the fullest extent of the law, swiftly and decisively. Kenya is a country governed by the rule of law, and the government will not allow such acts to destroy lives and livelihoods. To the political actors who think they can exploit the genuine aspirations of our young people to foment chaos, violence, and destruction, the wheels of justice will find you and deal with you firmly, decisively, within the full letter of the law. For those who want power, the Constitution is clear. Elections will come. Formulate a better plan. Convince the people of Kenya. Win fairly. That is how change happens in a democracy. Replacing a working plan that you may not like with no plan or with hate and violence will only make things worse, not better. And let me say this for the avoidance of any doubt. I know many families are hurting because they have lost loved ones. I know many families are hurting because they have lost life savings and done so without reason. For the MSME sector, the sector that I speak to here, which contributes 85% of our jobs. We have 17 million Kenyans working in this site, in this space. We have done what we think is a plan that helps move our country to the next level. I deliberately set up the State Department for MSME. It wasn't there. And I deliberately set it up because I believe this sector holds a big potential for our country. We have aligned policy. We have decriminalized the MSME sector. We are formalizing the MSME sector. We are saying registration of the MSME sector must be made simple. It must be easy for somebody to register their business. We are working with the counties, as I said, to make it easier to have a single permit so that MSMEs can make it easier for them to be able to do business formally recognized. I have said we went out of our way to get many people who were condemned in the CRBs to exit them with a hustler fund, and we're giving them credit at 8%. They were paying 300% per year. We brought it down from 300% per year to 8% per year. We have 26 million Kenyans in that space today, enjoying credit history, enjoying credit, and transitioning them further. In fact, we are now working with the World Bank and other partners to see how in that hustler fund ecosystem, we are working on identifying at least 100,000 micro enterprises so that we can give each and every one of those 100,000 micro enterprises 50,000 grant to be able to scale up their businesses. That good man there is working on it. Okay? As part of graduating businesses from a smaller threshold to the next threshold. As I have said, we are building 400 markets nationally. Again, to provide opportunities for micro enterprises, small enterprises who do business in our markets to operate in a decent place with proper trading flows, with access to hygienic facilities, making sure that we have cold rooms, making sure that we have ICT hubs, making sure that even women who have young mothers can have a place to go and attend to their children in the market space. We are, as I said, working on common user facilities, county aggregation and industrial parks, recognizing that not every small trader has the money to buy the equipment for them to manufacture the things they want to manufacture. That is why we are consolidating, aggregating in a county aggregation and industrial park so that we can equip those parks with the necessary equipment so that our micro and small, medium enterprises can carry out their manufacturing in these facilities as they are doing in Karioko here, and be able to improve their products, be able to improve their markets, and be able to access